say that it feels right.
Before this video starts, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We're not gonna ask how a dog is able to obtain this contraption or access to a shed like this. The electrical outlet is not covered by anything to protect it from the elements. The control cable doesn't even look long enough here to reach all the way to the other end of the court.
Love 15.
Disembodied unknown voice calling the tennis match, and they won't even show who it is. Dogs don't sweat like how humans do. Believe it or not, but dogs' sweat glands are on their paws. Maybe the reason why he's losing because he has sweaty paws.
Game, set, and winner. Woodstock.
Yeah, a bird that has a tennis racket that's probably the same weight as Woodstock is, was able to hit a ball with enough force to get it over the net and back to Snoopy's side, and able to keep up with every hit.
Hiya, Sal.
That is what you call a pocket bike that Peppermint Patty is riding. Now, I don't have the time and patience to look up the safety rules for riding one in 1975, but I guess you're not supposed to use one without adult supervision.
We're having a real motocross, and I'm recruiting guys like you to enter. Get yourself a bike, Snoop, old boy, and we'll see you at the races.
Yeah, how would a dog like him buy one? And I'm also having a hard time believing that your parents were able to buy one of these when in 1975, most of these bikes cost between $405 to $2,285. Are Charlie Brown and Linus playing with a flat football?
It's called motocross.
Those flyers were underneath Peppermint Patty's helmet and are not crumpled up?
Motocross? It's the sport that's sweeping the nation, and it tells all about it in this folder.
Folder?
Instead of a regular racetrack, this course is made up of jumps, sandbars, rocks, dry riverbeds, wet riverbeds, and whoop-de-doo.
And kids are supposed to be doing this course? Isn't that like dangerous? And I'm sure it's hard to find kids that are trained or even skilled to do this obstacle course. Are you also expecting all your friends to own pocket bikes? Remember, these used to cost $400 to $2,000 in 1975.
Hey, that's a good idea, Charlie Brown. You should get a bike and enter the motocross. If you just go home and empty out your piggy bank, I'm sure you can swing it.
Sure, Charlie Brown will just go home, empty his piggy bank, and find $400 in it. Good idea, Linus.
And don't forget that I'll be your pit crew. Okay, crew. How about if we open up our piggy banks and see if we can buy a bike?
Oh, gotcha, Linus. You're not expecting Charlie Brown to pay for it all by himself, are you?
After all these years, I'm gonna get to kick them. But this is all we can afford. Do you think it runs? I think even if it walks, we'll be money ahead.
Let me remind all of you, these bikes used to cost $400 to $2,000 each. Or was it so bad they managed to get it for a very low price?
Would you like to let the fans know what your strategy is?
Wow, the only time Snippy actually sounded like a dog. And last, who's letting a dog race in this race?
Here we have an interesting contestant, fans. This contestant is Charles Brown. The fans would like to be in on your game plan, Charles. Thanks, Charles. There you have it, fans. You can see we're gonna have a bang-up show.
You're fired, Marcy. Yep, it sure looks like Charlie Brown got ripped off with this bike. Again, most kids' parents won't even allow their kids to use a knife. And that's the most wateriest pumpkin I ever seen. Wait, both Charlie Brown and Snoopy went to the hospital while the race was still going on. I'm sure by the time they got back to the race, it would have been over. Or did they stop the race for them? We saw pumpkin goop spilling out of the pumpkin in this scene, but when he takes it off his head, it's not even covered with seeds or goop.
Charlie Brown? Boy, it's hot out there.
Well, it won't be his fault if he passes out from heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Yeah, let's not explain how Snoopy is able to convert this tennis ball shooter into a functional motorbike. And I'm sure Snoopy should be disqualified for not having a bike to finish the race in, and that contraption shouldn't count. And it's shooting out balls. That would definitely count as a disqualification. And Snoopy went to the same store where Mary Poppins got her bag from. I say bullpucky. If these two couldn't even get through the mud on their own bike, how come Charlie Brown's piece of junk of a bike could?
How about that? Oh, Charlie Brown is first!
Of course Lucy thinks Charlie Brown should have won the race. Lucy was mad that Charlie Brown was winning here, but goes back to cheering.
Fans, the Queen will make the presentation to the winner of this great event.
Here is your prize. A gift certificate for 5 haircuts.
Haircuts?
We couldn't get you the Pro Bowl tickets, Charles, so we got you 5 free haircuts.
That's false advertising.
But my dad's a barber. And besides, I don't have much hair to cut.
There you have it, fans. A dramatic coincidence.
Yeah, but it still counts as a sin, Marcy.
I don't have much hair to cut.